This is obviously the very first part of Genesis there now. Let's look at it, what we've got. Let's get it in a nutshell here now. Right. The beginning. Adam and Eve are in the garden. A serpent comes along and coerces, I think that's the word, into Eve eating the apple that she's forbidden from. And Eve gives the man, Adam, the apple also. And when they hear God coming in the garden, they hide because they're fearful. They're naked and they're feared of death. Now they'll be the first people to actually understand the word death, because they've eaten the fruit first. They know what's going to come and they hide. And when God comes into the garden, obviously that's where they are. They come out and they say, and God says, "Why are you hiding?" And they said, "Because we was naked and we was afraid." Right? And God said, "Why have you eaten from the forbidden fruit that I asked you not to eat?" And Eve said that the serpent has deceived us into eating it. So Adam obviously blames Eve, and that's how life is in general, isn't it? Somebody gets caught and somebody's ready to blame somebody else. Somebody gets something wrong in work, always ready to pass the buck, aren't they? So what we've got now is that not far on in Genesis, we get to Genesis 3 verse 15, where God actually says to the serpent that between him and the woman there will be enemies, and her offspring will stand on your head. That's it. Her offspring will stand on your head, right? And God said you will bite the heel. But I'd rather bite the heel than be stood on the head. Well, that's Satan, you see. Satan's going to be stood on the head. And so what we've got now is that I looked at, well, okay then, Eve's offspring is going to lead to the birth of Jesus Christ through Joseph and Mary, right? So we know that far, don't we? Because we hear people talking about it. So what happens is now is you've got to ask yourself, who is Satan's offspring then? Well, the offspring of Satan come through the sin of Adam and Eve. So that the sin of Adam and Eve that entered the world, we became part of Satan's domain, as in Satan's world. This is now how you can look at it, that Satan has been given the authority on the earth because sin has entered the earth, and that is where Satan will remain. So what we have is the next step from Genesis. Are we going to stay in Genesis? I will let you know in the next video, and bye for now.